right, hey there, and welcome back to the insurance mini-series being presented by Paragon Roofing. Getting into episode 8, baby, supplementing and negotiating the claim. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite thing to do, is supplementing. And on the contractor side, we legally can't negotiate the claim. But as far as supplementing, providing documentation, this is absolutely what I love to do, because these insurance companies are so friggin' notorious for just leaving stuff off and like, oh, we don't know for that. That's not required, that's not included, and I love being able to show them that it is. So, involvement in supplementing. Keep in mind that we are supplementing because there's missed line items. Some dumbass adjuster left off something that's required to be done. So that it's very, very common. The insurance company expects supplements. They know they're coming because they know they left stuff off, because they know they're trying to save money. Let's just call it what it is. So make sure you're working with your contractor. You're gonna hear that documentation word a ton in this mini-series because it's all about documentation. So make sure that you gather all the necessary documentation that's gonna be required in your supplements. This could be, again, those code required items, manufacturer specs, technical bulletins. There's a ton of things that can go in to prove why certain components are required, all the way down to pre-existing conditions, because the insurance company flat out owes you for what's pre-existing up on your roof. So if there's certain components that you have already on your home, whether it's a code item or not, it doesn't even trigger any of that type of coverage. They owe for what you had pre-existing on your roof. Code compliance. Insurers may claim that certain codes aren't enforced, or that we've done claims in that area for years, they don't enforce that. Well, dude, I'm just telling you what the code book says. And if you've got documentation that supersedes what we've provided, we'll review it with the local code office. But what I'm showing you is what is adopted in the jurisdiction. Documentation is all key. It all comes down to the D word. Documentation. Make sure that all of your necessary documents, photos, reports, everything are there ready to be presented when you get ready for your supplements. So get a supervisor involved. If your adjuster is not doing what they're supposed to do, or you're having trouble getting in touch with them, you can call the 800 number and give them your claim number and say, hey, I don't want the adjuster. I want to know who their supervisor is on that file, because this adjuster isn't talking to me, or this adjuster has went radio silent, or this adjuster disappeared. So every single state has different laws on timelines, but they all have some sort of laws that the insurance companies have to follow in all their communications and how their timelines work. So make sure that all of those timelines are being held against them. Like, make sure that they're actually sticking to those timelines. Like, go put, at the end of this, we'll get into resources, and you'll actually get a link over to these resources that you can send it over and say, hey, Mr. Adjuster, keep in mind, you've got X amount of days to get me information back on this. So different key success strategies. Make sure that you work hand in hand with your contractor to understand what line items have been missed. Document those so you can build the supplement going over. And then stand firm on everything being replaced and everything being built up to code and the manufacturer's specs, so that you get proper repairs. Any claims that have went stagnant, escalate that bad boy. Get a supervisor involved. Get somebody involved that can help you get your property restored. We pay a lot of money in insurance premiums. We don't deserve to be dicked around. Assertive negotiation ensures that your home receives the full coverage that it deserves. That's all for this episode. We'll see you on the next one. I enjoyed it. Thanks again.